Good morning, everybody. I don't know how long this is going to be. And I'm just doing a follow-up to Snorlord's coffee. I know he had to get some work done, and so he's a very busy man. And thankfully, I am very busy for a Friday. And so, good morning, Wilburner Express channel member. He's first, but not last. Don Schonger. Hey, yeah, I'm in a truck. Yeah, we're rolling again, and so I'm super. I can breathe. I can spread my wings and fly again. So I'm very happy about that, obviously. Jerome Jones channel member is in the house. Jamie, good morning. Good morning. Dee Dee hates me. Okay. This happens every time that we leave the house. And, she has to get readjusted, and she looks at me like she could bite my head off, like for about 24 to 48 hours. My adventures in the house. Good morning, Chris. How are you? Carnivore Truckers in the house also. Good morning. How do you not have a wrench, Carnivore Trucker? I'll get you one. So, yeah, I'm in Indiana. I had a deadhead about, at first Google said it was 138 miles. It's a good paying load, right? So, of course, then when I put it in my truck GPS, it's 187 miles. But, hey, you know what? It's all right. Because deadhead don't matter. We're going to go get that good load. So, this load is keeping me up north, and we're going to upstate New York to a place called Brockport. Okay, and so it's not a super heavy load or anything like that. Steve ND86, good morning, Steve. How are you? Thanks for coming in. This is the second cup of coffee, chat. Okay, because I'm on my second cup of coffee. I enjoyed my first cup of coffee with Snorlord and the gang over there in his live this morning. If you did not catch it, please go over there and catch it when you get a chance. Lots of wisdom as usual. Lots of, discussing about the freight market. Had some talk about lease purchase trucks. Analyzing that type of situation if it's right for you. And of course, every time my adventures says good, I'm near Cincinnati picking up and heading to Fort Myers, Florida. Ooh, to the Florida. Sterling Wheel channel member is in the house, who is known on this channel as the one and only Mr. Red Lady. Greg Zimmer, good morning, Greg. How are you? So I'm just in dock. I don't know how long this is going to be. It's definitely not going to be 5 hours like we did the other day. That blew my mind. I plan on going on for an hour. Next thing you know, boom, it's 5. Had a couple of great guests in my live, that 5-hour live, and that was Sterling Wheel and DIY Semi, and I'll Make You Uncomfortable, who is Robin. Got to have coffee with them and talked about a bunch of stuff. So if you need something to get you down the road and you haven't seen that already, I encourage you to go back and just kick on the replay and just listen in. I was at home. I was trying not to go bananas. I was home for 6 days, guys, over this air conditioning thing. Okay, so let's get to the point so I can get the information out. It is fixed. They did have to replace the entire unit, and so we have a brand new EPU unit. Interesting, right? So I also learned that there's a method of order to turn on this system. However, that does not mean, yes, I was doing it differently. However, I did verify that it did not mean that I screwed it up, right? So it's just the way that there's an order to do it in. And so it is in a closed system. And they did determine with Navistar's help, which is why it took a couple of days, that for whatever reason, it seems what they could figure out was that it wasn't charged enough with the Freon in it, maybe coming from the factory, so it wasn't working the way that it is designed to work. So Steve says, I was watching how to make a cucumber kimchi. Oh, that's interesting. Kimchi. Gosh, I haven't looked that up in a while. The word on Google says these guys are fast, and it's a bunch of Amish people here. Isn't that crazy? I'm at this big facility. It's a packaging facility. It's like all these Amish guys walk around, right? And there is electricity. So I don't know about all that, but I thought that was nice. Very, very nice people. Which, you know, if crap ever hits the fan, and I found myself in an Amish community, I think I'd be okay to stay there and hang out with them and just live the rest of my days. They live a very simple life from what I understand. And man, would I love to interview one of them. That would probably be against all the rules, but that would be so cool because I'm so intrigued by how they live. Convinced that about probably 90% of their life is being done the right way. So, but I appreciate them. And saw a couple of ladies cruising around in the little horse and buggies this morning. And, you know, it was quite a nice buggy, by the way. So I was like, okay, they're cruising, you know. So I hope you guys are doing well. And it is Friday. I'm all messed up chronologically wise because, you know, I've been at the house like on an extended weekend, and I'm normally shutting down on this day or by tomorrow, right? So it's going to be an interesting weekend. But the great thing is I totally justified my deadhead because this is a great paying load, and I think I literally caught like a recovery load at the last minute. It popped up. I called on it. They actually answered the phone. It's a brand new broker brand new to me, so it's an adventure. But I asked for 200 extra bucks, and they gave it to me like no problem. So now I'm, you know, you always wish you asked for 3, 4, but it takes care of probably most of my expense that I was sitting at home, right, for my truck payment. And I'm good on fuel, so this is a great catch-up load, right? It's going to give me back to boop, like nothing ever happened. Of course, minus my pocket revenue, but that's okay. That's okay. We're doing good. Everything's taken care of. It's all good. I'm excited. I got to work with my accountant, and praise the Lord, my corporate taxes and personal taxes are finally, and I think I said this before, but we had a couple of ends to tie up, complete, 100% complete. My taxes for 2022 are done. Holy smokes, it's September. Anyways, got that accomplished. And to those of you that know about my RV issue, I did finally find my ownership, my sale paperwork from when I bought the RV. And that was a big pickle in my life because I can't move my RV, pay the big semi truck, tow truck mover, which I need, long story. But that's what has to move the RV because of where I've gotten it placed for storage. Not a good idea, turns out, but it was, you know, kept me 2-3 years for free storage. So I could not hire that tow truck to get my RV until I can show ownership, and I had misplaced the papers. Well, you know, this happens to me all the time. I think I put stuff in a safe place and then I forget where that's at. Lo and behold, it was perfectly placed in an organized fashion in a file. So me and my daughter tackled that, and then we found it, and it was where it should have been the whole time. So whatever. But so we found it. And then I made my way down. I also had time to go to the Secretary of State's office to get the title switched over and all of that. And then I hit another speed bump in that because it's a dead person's RV. His son sold it to me. It included all the paperwork, the death certificates, the power of attorney, the bill of sale, all that, right? So all that was in order. So I was like, cool, I got everything they could possibly ask for. Well, apparently when you buy something where the owners are deceased, the power of attorney means nothing. So the son selling it to me, what they told me, they said, well, you need a signed statement from if there's any siblings saying that they have no interest in the property and that they know it's being transferred over to you. And that's what they want now. So I have to attempt to get that. And if I can't, then I just have to pay like some hundreds of dollars for a surety bond to get the ownership of the unit. So now I'm on that. So we'll get it figured out, though. The biggest thing I was worried about was that file with everything in it. So showing that, you know, I actually bought it for real and whatever. Steve says, good deal. Sorry, glad they got it replaced. Yeah, I am too. And so it's going to be better. So this week is going to be great because maybe I'll be able, if I end up in the South, which I'm not trying to do. I'm trying to stay in the Midwest right now. See how, you know, see if I can hang up here. And, but if I do find myself, in a hot day, we're gonna test that thing out, and I will, of course, put that information on the channel so that we can learn together. Nomadic Brit is in the house. Good morning, Nomadic Brit. How are you? Once I get out of Naples, heading north to cool down. Yeah, I feel you. I hope you have an APU, Nomadic Brit. Jerome Jones says 10 hours live. Let's go. You know what, Jerome? I love you, and I love your attitude. It is always so positive. Thank you for being a channel member. All of my channel members, thank you so much for the support. Like, it's great. I was trying to see how many people were members in my channel yesterday when I was looking it over. But yeah, thanks to you guys, and thanks to my moderators. Thanks for everybody who shows up to just hang out and hear what antics I'm up to next. I hope it's at least somewhat entertaining, and try to put some positive energy for your day out there. I've done a lot of lives this week, so there's lots to catch up on if you haven't. Dee Dee is gonna get over her depression, and it usually takes her a couple days. And, you know, I just got to love her through it. This is what we do. And she just loves being home so much, obviously. RGB, channel members in the house. Good morning, RGB. Thank you for coming in. My name is Nobody. Good morning. Great to hear your truck is fixed. Yes. So what if any of you caught what Snorlord said? He said, yeah, you're probably freaking out because there's an engine light on, right? So I went out. I came out last night because I had to knock out that deadhead. And so when I got up to do my pre-trip this morning on the truck, and I started up and get her running and whatever, you know, this light comes on and it says, check your tire pressure. So I was like, well, okay, let me look at it again. And so I look at everything. It's good. And then I get back in the truck and look at that little alert again, and it said, check. Now there's two alerts, and it says, I think my guy's coming. He says, check your tire pressure monitoring system. So I'm like, okay, something weird's going on because everything's fine. Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, sign those feet.
Okay. What is today, the 15th? Okay. Okay, there you go.
Here's your copy.
Okay.
Go forward. I'll put your seal on.
Okay, thank you. All right, so we're going to upstate New York. I'm pulling forward. He's gonna put my seal on. Yeah, so that's what's going on. So I'm happy to be rolling again, and the tire pressure monitoring system alarm that I was just talking about has went off, and we are clear. Oh, that's my air pressure. Okay, so all clear, everything's great. Tolga, good morning. Trucker Bill, good morning. Thank you for coming in. And so my brand new International, you have to wait for it to air up before it lets you move. So, and these poor guys have to wait on me. I'm just gonna tell them. I just have to wait a second because it has to air up to let me move. Okay, it'll just be a minute. Okay. So we wait and let her fill up her lungs with air. So it's all good, no lights, all clear, new parts. I'm feeling brand new and super excited about getting out here and getting moving again. Yeah, I know, Trucker Bill, right? I know. It's about time I get to work. Sterling says, tell him to subscribe to my channel. Yeah. I need Amish subs. I would love to have some Amish people in my life. You know, I just think they got it right. A lot of things. And so, Jackknife TV is in the house. How do you not have a wrench, sir? Yeah, you're in the truck about time. I know, right? So, I love you guys. Thanks for coming in. I gotta go close these doors so he can seal me up, and then we're going to Rockport, New York. So I'll check in later. Love you guys. Have a great day.